Which article declares Hindi in Devanagari script as the official language of the Union? For how many years was English continued as an associate official language after adoption of the Constitution? The Official Language Act 1963 was enacted to implement provisions to which part of the Constitution? Which article provides for the constitution of a commission and committee of parliament on official language? States can adopt regional language or Hindi under. President can recognize language spoken by a group under. Language of Supreme Court and High Court are. Which article says that Supreme Court and High Court use English as official language? President may permit Hindi in High Courts under. Right to submit representations in any language is under. Promotion of Hindi is directed under. The official language is covered in which part? Official language resolution was passed in. Munshi Iyengar formula suggested. Initially, how many languages were there in the 8th schedule? Articles restricting Parliament's powers over language laws. When was Munshi Iyengar formula proposed? When was Official Language Act passed? Which article deals with national emergency? What were the grounds for national emergency? Which amendment replaced internet disturbance with armed rebellion? During national emergency, fundamental rights under which articles are suspended? Which article empowers the President to suspend the right to move any court for enforcement of fundamental rights? Who can proclaim national emergency? Whose written recommendation is necessary before the President proclaim national emergency? Proclamation of national emergency must be approved by Parliament within. How long can a national emergency continue once approved? Who can revoke national emergency? Which article provides for President's rule in a state? What is the maximum duration of President's rule in a state? Which articles allow President to give directions to states to ensure compliance? Which article deals with financial emergency? Financial emergency has been proclaimed in India. During financial emergency, salaries of which official can be reduced? Which article ensures Parliament approval for emergency proclamation? Who decides whether a situation for President's rule exists? Which fundamental rights cannot be suspended even during emergency? National emergency was declared in India how many times so far? Who is immune from criminal proceedings during their term? Can a governor be persecuted during their term? Which article defines votes in the Constitution? Protection from civil arrest applies to? Article allowing President to extend Lok Sabha term? Suspension of fundamental rights during emergency? Articles about states following union directions? Article protecting President from court for official act? Governor immunity from criminal proceedings is under which article? Which article allows suspension of Article 19 during emergency? Which article gives President power to legislate during emergency? Who needs prior permission to be persecuted under Article 361? Which article ensures compliance of states with union direction? Which article protects judges of Supreme Court and High Court judges from arrest in civil cases? Which article defines the meaning of state and union? Article related to retirement and conditions of judges. President cannot be arrested during the term except by? Articles covering miscellaneous technical provision. Which article protects officials in civil proceedings? Article ensures that no court can question President's Officials Act. Which article deals with amendment of the Constitution? Part 20 of the Constitution deals with? Minimum majority required for a constitutional amendment. A special majority means? Which article gives Parliament power to amend the Constitution? Which amendment introduced the words secular and socialist in the preamble? The 24th Amendment Act 1971 made amendment power to? In which case did Supreme Court propounded the basic structure doctrine? Basic structure of the Constitution cannot be. Which amendment give constitutional status to Panchayat Raj? Who can initiate constitutional amendments? Can states amend the constitution? When is ratification by half of the states required? Which amendment restored judicial review curtailed by the 42nd Amendment? The first constitutional amendment was passed in. Which amendment make right to education a fundamental right? Which amendment is called the mini constitution? Amendment bills require approval of. After passing in Parliament, amendment bill goes to. President can. Part 21 deals with. Which article give a special status to Jammu and Kashmir? Article 370 was abrogated in. Article 371 deals with. Which article deals with special provisions for Maharashtra and Gujarat? Article 371A gives special provisions for. Special provisions for Assam are under. Article 371C gives special provisions for. Article 371D applies to. Article 371F gives special provisions for. Article 371G is relates to. Article 371H provides special provisions for. Article 371I provides special provisions for. Article 392 gives power to. Part 22 of the Indian Constitution deals with. The Constitution of India is officially called. Article 394 provides for the. The Constitution of India came into force on. The Constitution was adopted on. The Hindi version of the Constitution was made authoritative under which article? Which article marks the formal end of the British rules in India? The Government of India Act 1935 was repealed by. The last article of the Constitution is.